Welcome back everyone. Today on Photoshop we're going to be looking at some transform effects for this. Last time we looked at the selection tools. So how do you transform an image? Pretty simple, just come over to edit, transform. You have all these different ideas that you can use. So let's go with scale first. Scale is pretty simple, it's just scaling up or down the picture, whatever you want to do. Means like this is the keeps it in the same kind of way that it was before, so it doesn't like misshape and things like that. This way it's just vertical up and down. This is horizontal. Get rid of those edits. Like transform. Now we have rotate. Rotate is turn the picture around. Pretty simple. Our next one, we have skew. Now this one's pretty interesting. If I select this right here, I can take the image that way. Makes it kind of look like it's in more of a turn. See, come like this way, back to normal perspective. Take it this way, skews it backwards. Most of these things work as they are implied. I mean, skews it down. Obviously, it's going to make this side look a little smaller, and this side stays the same size. Our next one, we have distort. Come this way. Kind of does the same thing. It just does it more in a 3D plane, as you can see here. I bring this side over. It curls the image over, as if it's distorting the picture to come more sideways to compensate. So skew is more of a 2D effect, and distort is more of a 3D effect. This is kind of simple. It just flattens the image down on a 3D plane. So I bring it all the way down. You can't see it because it's 3D flat. Alright, our next transform is perspective. Again, pretty simple. Just changes this perspective a little bit. Click here. Changes this point to move it this way. Changes the perspective a little bit to more of a slanted style. In this case, really more of a straight style with the wings. Come up here. Changes the perspective of being more flat, or changes the perspective of coming more forward, depending on how you do it. That's just being way back in the perspective. So we're going to cancel that. Our next one, we have warp. Now this one can get very interesting. You have these points here that control the midpoints here between the points there. So you bring that in. You bring all these in about to the same point that they were before. We will see that we can make a mini version of this nice little jet aircraft here. Mini jet. I mean, this would just be more useful because of its size. Alright, we'll get rid of that. Go back to transform here. Then you have just your set transforms. You got your rotate at 180 degrees, just flips it 180 degrees, 90 degrees clockwise, and rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. Imagine most of you know what clockwise and counterclockwise mean. Flip horizontally, puts it on the horizontal axis. Flip vertically, puts it on the vertical axis. And then you have, of course, your free transform. It kind of gives you the ability to rotate and change the scaling at the same time. It doesn't really give you all the effects that the regular transform can do, but it's nice just to have the ability to scale and rotate at the same time. Well, this has been your look at transforming layers in Photoshop. Hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next one as well.